Welcome to Southern Maryland Sports Journal. I'm your host, Travis Thomas. St. Mary's Ryken's mission statement states that they prepare young men and women to become, quote, loyal, intelligent, and self-directed people. The track and field team substantiates that moniker perfectly, with several athletes in the National Honor Society, on the honor roll, amongst other academic accolades. They aren't too shabby on the track either, erasing the once losing culture that plagued the program.
This program definitely has come a long way since my freshman year. It used to be considered a joke, but I think that can also be credited to our coaching staff, because when athletes come out here, previously they would think, oh, this is just a sport to keep me in shape for my main sport. But our coaches have been able to make it more of a priority in all of the athletes here. So track has definitely come full circle. Like, it's not a joke at St. Mary's Ryken anymore. Like, we're actually doing stuff. Last year, our girls team came in 4th overall in the WCC, and I think that's something that we've never done before.
I think we work harder than just about anybody out there. So, I mean, through hard work, you just can't get any lower. I mean, there's only one way you can go, and that's up. So I think we're on to come up, and we'll be, as long as we keep getting numbers in and recruiting, then we'll be up there with the math and seating and all of them, and we'll be competing for a WCAC championship.
I wasn't, I was supposed to go to ChopCon, so I'm thinking, coming to this, big WCAC league, and I was going, in Ryken, we haven't developed yet. We're like the little brothers, the man to the good counsel. So I thought, we have a rude awakening, but this season it's been awesome. My team and my coach, and we really learned a lot, and I think 4 more years we'll be able to take all of them.
So the first thing that we have to do is we just have to change the culture. We have to establish a foundation. We have to make it imperative that we come out as coaches and that we're on time and that we are giving them the right information and that we're taking it serious. We know what AAU is. We know what USATF is. And when the kids and the athletes see that you're taking it seriously, then they can only take it seriously with you. So that's the first thing. And then the second thing, of course, is success. Success, people want to follow successful people. So it's hard to change a program when no one's winning or no one's seeing progression. So now that we actually have some talent out here to where we can actually be successful, and then people that actually, we're fortunate as coaches to have people believe in our philosophies in the sport and take it just as serious as us, the culture will start to change. So we'll take this year, next year, and you can see the progression grow from day to day, year to year.
Welcome to the Channel 10 studios with a special guest to the show. Let's just keep it with Ryken for now. Head coach Jim Sewell of softball. How you doing, Coach?
Please,
welcome to the show.
Please talk.
Girls softball team at Ryken kicking butt this season, to say the least. Coach, you guys came in with expectations, and certainly you could say they've lived up to that to this point. How did you manage those expectations coming in? And, now with the end of the season being here and making your playoff push, how do you sort of manage those expectations moving forward as well?
Well, we talked about last year, which we were runner-ups in the conference. We went 16-3 in conference last year. So we talked about all the good things that we did last year. And I told the girls that was wonderful, but we have to look at this year. And we have to approach this year as starting over at 0. And the girls just took it to task, and they're doing very well, playing very good ball. We have that pitcher Maddie Ogdenball, and some other real good ball players on the team. So we're really looking good at this point in time.
I'm glad you brought Maddie up, because that was my next question. I did a spotlight on super sophomore Maddie Ogdenball and Tori Hughes, also, who's a senior, I believe. And that was during volleyball season. Yes. And they were beasting out in volleyball. So both of them at that time told me that softball was really their focus. So I know they came in with expectations as well. Speak to their presence on the field. And also, I've met them. They're just remarkable girls off the court and off the field as well. Speak on that as well.
Madison Ogdenball is probably the most elite player I've ever coached.
Wow.
She just approaches the game in an aggressive, competitive manner. And there's no adversity with her. If something don't go the way that we expect it to go, she just escalated up. She just brings her games up to the next level. Right on, you can see it instantly, right in her eyes, her face, that she wants to beat you, take you down, and just be an overall competitive ball player.
And what about Tori? I know she's a senior leader, I'm sure.
Tori Hughes is God gifted to us. She's a complete ball player, understands, know the game. Mm-hmm. She runs that infield for us. She's a just all-around good ball player. Will get that clutch hit when you need it. She's just a great ball player.
It's incredible that you speak so highly of those girls in terms of the all-time, because there's no one as decorated as you locally in the softball arena.
I wouldn't go that far.
Hey, I'm going that far. You know, I mean, absolutely, you're a legend in your own right. So to say that about those girls means a lot. Speaking of legends, Megan Elliott is on the coaching staff. How did that come about? She's an absolute softball legend as well.
She is. We're very fortunate to have Megan there. She brings so much to the table. She's lived everybody's softball dream, and she's been very successful at everybody's softball dream. She has a national title to our program. She brings pitching. She brings hitting techniques. She brings infield, outfield work for us. It's been God gifted to us that we have Megan Elliott there. And she's one of those competitors, and she brings that to the table. You know, it's just black and white. You have to leave it on the field, and she's just a strong advocate of that and has helped our program enormously.
From a coaching standpoint, here at the end of the season, how do you sort of get the team prepared for that final push? And I know weather certainly hasn't been cooperating with you this week.
The weather has just annihilated us. Every time we get our momentum going, where everything is just clicking, we shut down for 2 or 3 days, waiting to get back outside. And it's just the girls and kids, our kids, they respond pretty good. But it's just every time we get our momentum moving with the current weather situation, we have 8 games scheduled this week.
Wow!
And in the next 8 days, we have 8 games. And the girls, they don't drop their heads; they just go right at it. We have a team that loves this game. They love being on that ball field. They love working hard. When I come to practice, they're there ready to go, and it's just amazing the type of chemistry that we have going on with that team right now.
Well, even though Mother Nature hasn't helped coach out getting these girls out here on the field, is there an advantage, though, to playing so many games there at the end of a season? Can you sort of get in a groove going into the playoffs?
I'm a strong advocate of the more you play, the better you are. The more repetition you have, the better you are. We just wrapped up a week in Myrtle Beach where we won that tournament. We played 8 games there. 7 games was tournament games, and one was because of the rain, we played a conference game there. And 8 weeks, we come back yesterday. The team was ready defensively. We did not perform well offensively. So I'm still studying the number of games, many games together. I've always been a strong advocate that the more you play, the better you are. But after last week, I don't know, and yesterday, I don't know.
Yeah, I understand.
Yes.
I'd like to thank head coach Jim Sewell for coming in studio. Coach, next time y'all have a tournament
there's one other
Myrtle Beach, man.
There's one other player I'd like to mention that's very key to our success, and it's a bunch of them, don't get me wrong, but there's a little girl there named Lindsay Heinze who's is just enormous. She's always upbeat. She gets those key hits for you. Ankles down third base. I had so many coaches last week that came up to me and said, that girl's ready for D1, talking about the third baseman that we have. So,
wow, that's incredible.
So we've been very fortunate with skillful ball players.
Coach, if you need somebody to come cover y'all in Myrtle Beach next time, give me a call, man.
Yes,
okay?
yes.
Channel 10, y'all can make that happen, right? Thanks for coming in, Coach. I appreciate it.
Thank you, Travis.
Thank you for watching Southern Maryland Sports Journal with me, Travis Thomas, exclusively on MetroCast Channel 10.
Changing times brings changing needs. That's why, for your convenience, Booth's Heating and Air have extended their service hours to 10 hours a day, Monday through Saturday, at regular service rates. Through rigorous training classes and courteous business practices, Booth's technicians always go above and beyond to provide you with award-winning customer service that you can trust. Booth's Heating and Air, serving the Southern Maryland area since 1993.